All right, it's me, Cass. I'm here with Bullsack, and we're introing a new series called Pokemonify. So the idea is we take existing characters from existing franchises and we style them as doubles competitive Pokemon with stats, abilities, moves, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to do this for like all kinds of stuff, and we'll take suggestions in the comments for what you want to see. But today we decided to start with, of all things, Disney's Aladdin. So, Bullsack, why don't you introduce yourself?
How's it going, guys? Bullsack's here. Really excited to do this. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Yeah, me too. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to do an overview. So the characters that we have are Jafar, Iago, Aladdin, and Genie. So maybe Iago is a weird pick, but I thought he'd make a good Pokemon. So we're going to start off with Jafar, and I'm actually going to I'm going to go over his stats, which should be on screen anyway. And then I'll kick it over to Bullsack to give me his build.
All right.
So Jafar is a dark psychic type. He's got 65 HP, 50 attack, 55 defense, 125 special attack, 95 special defense, and 80 speed. So Bullsack, what did you do with that?
All right. So I tried to keep it very thematic. I wanted the abilities to represent more of like how the character was in the show more than what would be meta, but at the same time I also try to make it as advantageous as possible.
Yeah.
So with the dark and psychic type, he's definitely excels in special attack with the 125. So I gave him the ability Magic Guard, and we'll go ahead and pull up what that is.
Okay.
And then so his moveset, so what we did here is we took 3 existing moves and then we gave these characters a custom signature move that resembles what the character would do. So I start off with Confuse Ray, because I feel like that was pretty accurate to how he manipulated people in the movie with his staff. And then for the more meta choice, I chose Psychic Terrain. And then I gave him the ability Expanding Force. And which those two, it's a nice little 2-turn setup for a big attack. But what really ties it together is the signature move I gave him, which I called Stolen Power. I couldn't think of a better name. It's a dark type move, and it's a AoE, so it hits everybody, including allies. Lowers the special attack of everybody by 1 stage, and then it raises your special attack by 1 stage for each Pokemon affected.
Whoa! So you get a +3 in a double battle?
Yep, and then the other 3 Pokemon get -1.
Wow. Okay, so I see you're setting the tone pretty strong here.
Yeah, but a little OP, and then I gave him a Life Orb as his item.
That's amazing. Okay. All right. Cool. So you ready to hear mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I'll do the ability first. The ability is called Serpent's Glare, and it's basically Intimidate, but it lowers the speed of both opposing Pokemon on entry.
Ooh.
So when he comes into battle, both opponents get a -1 speed modifier.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. I gave him a Wide Lens for a little extra accuracy, and his moves are Hypnosis, Psychic for good stab damage, Scorching Sands, which you know that move, right? It's a special ground type move that can burn, and it just seemed really thematically appropriate. And
I like it.
His signature move is called Sorcerer's Wrath, which is a dark special move. It's 100 base power, 90 accuracy, with a 10% chance to flinch, which I realize is, I think, very close to just being Fiery Wrath that Galarian Moltres gets, but we'll just ignore that and pretend I came up with it.
All right, I like it.
So okay, I think both our Jafars have different niches, but I definitely think they're both pretty cool.
I agree.
So I'll start with Iago this time, and then we'll just kind of alternate. Iago is a normal flying type. He's got 95 HP, 90 attack, 65 defense, 45 special attack, 80 special defense, and 95 speed. So for his ability, I gave him an ability called Thief. He has a 30% chance to steal an item anytime he makes contact with a move, if he isn't holding one. So I gave him the item Grassy Seed, and the idea would be you'd throw him out maybe with like a Rillaboom or Tapu Bulu. He would use up his item, and then you could go into a move on the next turn. His moves are U-Turn, Brave Bird, Roost, and Trick. I didn't give him a signature move. So the idea would be you could U-Turn or Brave Bird onto someone, steal their item, and then the next turn you could trick it to someone else if you wanted to. You could even trick it to your own Pokemon and get an item from them. So you could take a Citrus Berry from your own Pokemon and give them, whatever item you stole. So that's kind of the idea, is that you're going to be doing a lot of item swapping with him.
I like it.
Okay, what'd you got?
We went very similar with this. I think in D&D terms, we both chose the same class. We just chose different subclasses.
Okay.
So I gave him the ability Unburden, which doubles his speed when he loses his held item. His held item is a Sky Plate to boost that flying type moves.
Okay.
And so his moveset is Thief, Fling, which with Fling and a Sky Plate, I believe it's like 90 base damage. Mm-hmm. I gave him Recycle to get his item back, because I believe, I'll have to double check this, but I believe that when you use Fling, it counts as consuming the item, and so Recycle can bring it back.
Okay.
And then his special move I gave him is called Swoop. It's a flying type.
Okay.
It's a flying type physical move. It's 70 damage, 95 accuracy. This move does 50% more damage if it hits a Pokemon who is not holding an item.
Okay.
So the strategy there is to, steal their item, fling it at them, or whatever, get that damage, or you can, swoop after you steal their item.
Okay.
And,
alright, so yeah, we both did a very thiefy build.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an easy way to go. That makes sense.
I was gonna say, that's kind of his role, is he just steals things for Jafar.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna intro Aladdin, and then I'll let you go first on him.
Okay.
So Aladdin, maybe a little weird. We went with a dark flying type, flying for the carpet, and he spends a lot of the movie flying, and dark because he was a street rat and a thief in the beginning, so it's kind of a nod to that. I know it's not his character through the whole movie, but we decided to go with dark flying. He's got 85 HP, 100 attack, 60 defense, 60 special attack, 77 special defense, and 120 speed. So he is a fast one. So what did you do with that?
So I'm really excited. I'm probably most excited to tell you about this one. I went a little meme on it,
Okay, perfect.
So his ability is called A Whole New World. He increases his attack and special attack by 1 stage when a terrain changes or leaves.
Okay.
His item, I put 2 down because I couldn't decide which one would work better, but an Iron Ball or a Flame Orb. And his moveset is Trick, Fly, Electric Terrain for the meme of don't you dare close your eyes because you can't be put to sleep in electric terrain, or the more meta route would be Misty Terrain.
Okay.
And then his special move I gave him is a dark type move called Decept, and it just ends the terrain's effect. So you can cancel Trick Room, you can cancel Misty Terrain, and to get that early stat boost.
Okay. Does Trick Room count as a terrain?
I'm pretty sure it does. I could be wrong.
I think you're wrong. Maybe we'll have to look it up. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
I have to say that because I feel like you're attacking Trick Room a little, and it's my favorite thing. For those of you who don't know, every team is a Trick Room team. Hard Trick Room for life. But I actually have something coming up. So for Aladdin, what I went with is I gave him the ability Diamond in the Rough. And what this does is resisted hits do neutral damage. So he will hit absolutely everything for at least neutral. Which is, I think, maybe a little overpowered, but I gave him Psychic
I'll allow
Seed.
it, because the name is
You'll
so
allow
cool
it?
that I'll allow it.
But yeah, he's got protagonist. He's got plot armor. So he's got,
of course.
He can just get around things like that. So I gave him Psychic Seed. And the idea would be you could throw him out with like Indeedee, or I think Indeedee would be a good pick for him because you could redirect away and he's kind of frail. His moves are Acrobatics, U-Turn, Night Slash, and Close Combat. So I went all out fast defensive. You could Choice Band him if you wanted to do that. Acrobatics does more damage if you don't have an item, which is why I was going to give him the Psychic Seed to consume immediately and then hit with a really hard, at least neutral Acrobatics. But yeah, he's basically just a fast hitter.
Okay, I like that a lot, actually. That's so cool.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I like to put stuff next to Indeedee because that's just one of the things I do. So I thought that he would be pretty cool. And I realized this is my second Pokemon that does better without an item. So it was a little weird, and they're both... I don't know, I was trampling on myself a little bit.
Right.
But are you ready to get to the main event? Because I think Genie is the main event.
I know you think Genie's the main event.
I know. I'm really excited about Genie. So Genie is a fairy psychic type. He has 75 HP, 65 attack, 125 defense, 70 special attack, 125 special defense, and 65 speed. Kind of loosely based around the Dusk Noir type of family. He's big and bulky and not very fast, although he is faster than Dusk Noir and Dusclops. Did you go first on the last one? Who went first? Whose turn is it?
I believe I went first.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So his ability is Wish Granter. Now, what this does is status moves, any non-attacking move, gets priority if he's at full health. So it's basically like Gale Wings for that Pokemon that gets Gale Wings. Why can't I think of it? We'll have to edit this part out. What the hell is that Pokemon?
Gale Wings, Bulbapedia.
Oh my god. It's the
Signature
bird. Talonflame.
Fletchling, yeah,
Okay.
or Talonflame.
Talonflame. Okay. So it's basically Gale Wings on Talonflame. So now this is my favorite one. So I gave him a Citrus Berry, nothing fancy. His moves are Moonblast for damage, Trick Room, Tailwind, and his signature move, Genie's Wish, which is a fairy status move that grants +2 to whatever your ally's highest stat is. So when you throw in Genie, you get a choice to either Prankster Tailwind, basically, priority Tailwind, set Trick Room pretty reliably with your bulk, or to give your a +2 to your partner on their highest stat. So if it's stack attack, it would be his defense, or it's basically like a double beast boost.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I feel like I balanced it a little bit because he only has priority at full health, and he's probably going to get attacked right away for that reason.
Yeah, the fact that he has the Citrus Berry, like, I feel like it's really good to have with his ability, especially with his bulk. Like, the odds are the Citrus Berry can get your ability off a second time.
maybe. I don't think Citrus Berry will heal quite that much, but he's definitely like, you have a very powerful, and I love speed control. I'm like big about that right now. So being able to either Tailwind or Trick Room would be really cool, I think, because you could build kind of a mixed team.
Yeah, when we decided Genie stats, I knew Trick Room was going to be in there somewhere.
For sure. I'll give you a little sneak peek. I actually originally had +1 to your ally's highest and lowest stat.
That's cool.
But I decided to go with +2 because what that would mean is it's basically like Decorate. It would usually their lowest stat would be their non-useful attacking stat. Because like if you have like 60 base defense and 60 base special attack, you're going to invest in defense with EVs, so it's going to be higher than the special attack, which means it'll pick up the boost. So I figured just go like all out, whatever their highest is, you give them a +2.
Okay, I like that. It's super strong, but I like it.
It's super strong. Genie would be sick. Genie Aladdin would be ridiculous. It would outspeed everything. Actually, I think Genie Jafar would be really sick.
Yeah.
But before we talk about the team synergy and stuff, go ahead and tell me what you did with Genie.
Okay. For Genie, his ability, I made 3 wishes. What it does is, I don't know if this is OP or not. It's
I'll be the
every third move is a crit.
Whoa. Okay, that's really interesting.
Yeah,
because that's something you have to plan around.
Yeah, because it's like you're on your third move, you have to do an attacking move to get that crit. Otherwise, you have to wait for another 3 turns.
Right.
The item I gave him is a terrain extender, which I looked up, and terrain extender affects Trick Room. So
no, it does not. Swear. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why is that not run by anyone?
I don't know.
That's incredible. 2 extra turns of Trick Room?
Yeah, it's insane. So his moveset, I gave him Helping Hand, inspired by
that's sick.
you.
That's sick, yeah. You're basically just gonna give him my Dustclop set? Is that what it is?
For the most part. Helping Hand, Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam as his attacking move. So that's what he's going to try to use every third move. And his signature move is Granted Shield, which is protect, but for your ally. So it's not like Wide Guard.
Does that mean you could attack and be protected on the same turn?
Yeah, but your other Pokemon is pretty much entirely vulnerable, so it makes your Genie a huge target.
Your other Pokemon that has 75 HP and 125 in both his defenses is vulnerable. Out in the open.
Oh, no.
Poor thing.
Yeah. I definitely didn't consider that, but I was like, I like it too much.
No, that's sick. I like that a lot. So at the end here, let's just go. I just had to check and make sure I was recording. I just had like a heart attack. Like, I hope I didn't go through this whole thing without recording. I don't know why. So let's just go through and state like what your favorite is and like what you would do with them. So what do you think? Okay. I think my favorite is Genie for sure, but
I bet
I do think Jafar is really sick because having speed control like that, it's basically like a free Tailwind or like a free Electro Web. You don't even have to use the move.
Right.
Which means that you go in and you have a wide lens boosted Hypnosis that's almost guaranteed to go first. On whatever's out.
Yeah, that is really good.
Yeah. Or you could go for damage because he's got pretty good damaging moves too. But what do you think? What's one of your picks and what would you put it with?
My favorite is like I'm very gimmicky when I play. Like you've seen me use Shin Ninja before.
For sure.
Yeah, so my favorite's got to be Yago just because of how he's played. I like the ability, the attack swoop that I gave him, where it deals extra damage to itemless people, because I feel like it's a good way to punish weakness policies and stuff like that. Berry ears.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then even if they consume it, like they're vulnerable to swoop, and if they don't consume it, they're vulnerable to thief and fling and recycle.
Yeah, you definitely went even memeier than I did with him.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so in VGC, which two of these 4 Pokemon would be your frontliner?
I would go Aladdin and Didi in the front. I would follow me and hit with acrobatics and close combat. And then, if he was still alive, you turn into Genie and set Trick Room for another sweeper. And then save Aladdin in the back for the end after Trick Room ends. You still have something really fast that can still hit kind of hard, something like that. I think that'd be really cool.
That 120 speed is a threat.
Yeah, it is. All right, so do you have anything else you want to say?
I just want to brag about something real quick.
Go ahead.
So, one thing I liked about Aladdin and Jafar is I kind of made them rival Pokemon because, like, Aladdin's signature ability Decept directly counters what Jafar's goal is, which is to Psychic Terrain into Expanding Force, and so it can cancel out the Psychic Terrain, canceling out Expanding Force's, I think it's like double damage from Psychic Terrain or something like that.
It gets a boost, like a 50% boost, I think. And
I think that's what
targets.
It was.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. That's a neat synergy. I think like theming is important with this stuff. That you give them something that's like character appropriate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. We want to hear from the audience. What moves would you put on these Pokemon? What moves would be super busted for them to get? Who would you use them with? I mean, Rillaboom, Grassy Seed, Aladdin, Fake Out into acrobatics, like crazy stuff. What do you guys think? Throw it in the comment, and maybe if we get enough comments, we'll do a future video where we break down some of that stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool.
And also, we both came up with our 4 Pokemon and their custom moves and abilities. Let us know in the comments which one you like better, because I'm very competitive, Like, did you like Cass's Jafar and you liked my Yago? Like, which were your favorites out of each duo?
But for now, that's the video. So thanks for watching.